Alright, today we're going to be making a logo. So I'll use Inkscape because that handles vector images and vectors are excellent for logos. And we should probably fix the properties here. I'll just set it to, oh, I don't know. Yeah, that's good. Be happy with that. At 5, and that should bring us up to the whole image. I'm going to create a file for this so that it's saved. Where is this? Yeah, we'll just stuff it in there. Convoy logo. Yay! So we just saved the SVG. Now, the image I'm making is going to look like a truck, but it's made of the word convoy. So you'd be tempted to use the text, but I think actually I'm going to use the shape tool. So here's the calligraphy brush, and it just works like you'd imagine a calligraphy brush with thick and thin parts, and it's a shape full of nodes. And the nodes are, you know, you can modify them and wiggle them around and stuff. But this particular shape is no good to me. It doesn't look anything like the word convoy. So we're going to get rid of it. Let's just hit delete. Yes, yes, this tool then, delete. There we are. Okay, so we're going to make the word convoy. Whoa, that's kind of big. We're going to reduce the width here. We're just going to do it like that. The Y is 2 pieces. It's worth noting that it's 2 pieces. I think we'll make the O appropriately. What is happening here? No, I must have. I want this one. Oh, right, of course. I forgot. Let's just select the whole thing. All of it. And we will simplify those nodes. You see there's like a bazillion nodes everywhere, and we don't need that many nodes for this. So we'll go into Path, and you see this simplify, or you can just take Control L, which is great. So we simplify that, way fewer nodes. Excellent. And we'll go back, and we just want this sucker. We're going to work on our O. Now you can kind of tell the O's are a little bit lower. We're trying to make them into like tires, is the idea. So, which of these numbers brings you to there? Oops. Yeah, if you hit 3, it zooms you into whatever you've selected. We'll go back to 5 because you can see the whole page then. See, it fits the whole page there. Here, like, even though we've simplified it, there's still too many nodes. We're going to get rid of some of these, those 2. And I think really what we want to see is a nice circle here. So we're going to just press, yeah, if you hit, on my computer, if I hit the equal sign, it zooms in a little bit. So we've got that node selected. We're going to hit, how did I do this? Oh, I remember. I deleted that, and I delete that one, and I take the one that's left, and I break it 1 into 2. 2 nodes. We'll wiggle one away like that. Yeah. Get that guy out of the way. It's a bit ugly. Hairball. There we are. And again, single into 2. Boom. And look, it automatically joins the 2 pieces because they are same shape, but I don't need 2 nodes there. We will do the reverse then, where you take two nodes and join them into one. Yay, nice and tiny. What have we got here in the middle? That to make the nice calligraphy shape that we don't need anymore. Deleted. Anything else? Yeah, these two guys. Deleted. Now we're going to turn all of these nodes, which are pointy and angular, so you can get like sharp shapes like that in there. Instead we're going to come on, nodes again, there we go. We're going to turn all of these nodes into smooth nodes, so that's a square. You can do the uneven square or the even square, and I think because it's a circle we'll do the even square nodes. You have to deselect so that you can just move one at a time. And you see by even square what I mean is you get these little node arms to wiggle around the line. If you make it longer, the other side is longer. Make it shorter, it's shorter again together. And yeah, you just want to get these little guys working together to make a nice little circle in the middle. We don't really need it to be a perfect circle, we just want it to sort of be circly. And the outside's the same, just bigger. So bring those arms in. Back out, and we'll see a nice circle developing. So that's a good shape. Now instead of doing exactly the same thing over again for the second O, we're just going to select this O and delete it. And here you do Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Boom. Tires. Yay. Now here we're starting to see it's going to get kind of important to balance out the bottom of our vehicle. So we're just going to bring in a guide. Did that happen? Yes, yes it did. So here we'll put that guide there, and you can see how he's sort of leaning down. And we can undo that by, why don't I just sort of manually adding them like that. Remember, that is two pieces that Y there. For now, should probably do another video where we specifically look at that, how to use guides in Inkscape, because that's a big deal, using guides. But yeah, just mucking around now. That looks smooth, relatively decent. You can see my O's aren't even in the same sort of place though. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We'll snap that sucker down. Yeah, so you can see snapping to guide can be useful. Or it can be dang annoying. Alright, I'm not going to be putting up with this snapping to the guide the whole time and stuff, so we're just going to unview guides again and go back to working on what we're working on. What was that? 1 is drives 3 and minus to zoom out. Like it. Like it a lot. Okay. Now this, we're seeing the calligraphy tool to make it thin and thick. They like to, instead of just putting a node there, which would be sensible in some ways, the math was apparently easier programming wise to create this weird wiggle like that. But that's totally unnecessary for what we need, so we just lose a couple of these nodes. So I want to see a straight line at the bottom. Delete. And a strong curved line at the top. So here we are, we want to bend around this O a bit. So use these, the angle nodes, the diamonds, to create a sharp angle there. See, I'm sort of using the edge of this selection box to tell me what straight is. The inside one, the inside line of this block letter, I think it can have a nice sharp angle there. However, I think that's an unnecessary node. We would delete that. Maybe that one is too, actually. Yeah, there, look at that nice curve. Actually, that's good. Good, we want to see that. Use that in. Actually, you are unnecessary to delete. So we don't want this weird S curve here. We sort of want it to be one nice line. We'll try to make straight across like that. Also don't want this one curved. We want their arms pointing at each other. But now this corner, I'm thinking, we're looking at that there. I don't really want it that point like that. Like, it's fine, but I don't want it. So that's where we bring in the smooth square node, but it's uneven. So you see I move this arm and it's short, and this arm stays long. Boo, 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 boo. And that's how you get a nice soft corner. So we're going to bring that down. I think we want to bring this line in nice and tight. So yeah, and I think this one needs to be thicker. Just to give it a good even look. To match that O a bit more again. Okay, so I think it's a good look and see. Alright, 5. Let's bring that center. Now let's work on this N. What do we got here? I bet that's the bottom one. Yes, yes it is. So we're going to delete that. And that one. And those ones. Any more? No, that makes sense to me. Those nodes, I think they should all be as they are. Now to keep legibility, we sort of want to make sure the N remains after this O somehow. That might mean breaking our C into the equation a bit more. We'll tidy that up in a second. So for this N, we want it to be strong straight line here. This is sort of the roof of the truck. Do we really want this node? I actually think we don't. Huh. You know, I sort of like that with a good S curve there and give it a strong N shape. And then we want to bring this guy down to keep him equally strong lined throughout. Here, less S curve. And here we want to wiggle around that O a bit, so the O's got a bit of space. Yeah, that's not bad. Nice clear N. Let's see if we can hit 5. So let's see, looking a bit strange now. I'm under the impression that actually something... There are 2 nodes here. Ooh. Alright. What can we do with this C to bring it back? Make this work. I think it look more like the hood of the car, truck, whatever. Like that. Is that right? Zoom in, zoom in. Should they match? Yes. No. Yes. Alright, let me select one look. I think this guy could do it being a bit taller. Bigger. Yeah. Okay, not bad. Let's go on to the V. See, there's a point way down here that's needed in these random nodes in the middle from the calligraphy brush again. Unnecessary. There's 2 in there. 1 there. 2 unnecessary ones. Oh no. No, no. I won't reverse this. That one. That one. Okay. Bring these 2. What is this big long arm doing here? Oh, okay. I want this V to match the N up there. Almost like we're following the line of the door to the truck, right? That guy out to square. This one out to square. That one in. Just a little bit less lift. Okay. Now, oh, there's just another one in there. So many notes. Just imagine if I hadn't simplified. Alright. I'll wiggle these over. Match that width. Again, reflected in the V. So we see in the C, the O, and the N. So it looks like a very similar font, even though we haven't used any font. Now, because this is a truck, we're looking at the back end being a lot lower than the front end. I sort of like that little bit of S-curve there. Gives it some strength. Let's make that wide like the N. Thinking we're seeing this O is in too close. We'll bring the guide back in later and smooth them all out when we're closer to finishing up those details. So we've got this lovely S-curve in the end. Let's reflect that again back in the V. can be up as high as the hood, the way you would see in a pickup truck. Bring that down. Yeah, so you can see there is some value to getting a bit of that shape in the beginning when you're drawing it with the calligraphy brush, because it really helps you to visualize it as you're going with the tools afterwards. Alright, now with the Y, as we've seen in the beginning, there are two pieces here. I think it would be better if we merged them into one piece, but it could be a real pain in the butt fighting all those nodes into place sometimes, so I drew it as two pieces. What do we want? I think I will just delete those two nodes there. And do you remember how we did that with the... One moment, let's bring this up. With the O, where we cut out, we joined, we fused the top two nodes together. Well, we're going to do that again here with the Y. Let's bring it in 3 and zoom out. Select these two nodes, and we're going to go up here, and you see this function there. Two nodes with a line between them. We're going to go no line between them. So all of a sudden, they only have one arm. You see that? And this is an open gap that can't be modified like a line. It's an open side. So now we need to create a gap here that wants to join. So we'll bring a node up, and not that one, that one. We'll select these two, and we'll do the same thing. There's a line between them, and now there isn't. Now I'm going to hold Control. No, that doesn't do it. Shift. Yeah, there you are. Shift, and we've tapped both shapes. We have them both together, and now we're going to select by clicking and dragging a square over these two nodes, and we're going to two nodes into one. Boom. And you want to do that here again, otherwise you have some trouble with an open hole in your shape. Boom, and all of a sudden the Y is one piece. Isn't it glorious? Okay. Swing it around. Now we don't need this node anymore, and this Y has some excessive nodes as well. Not that one. Let's move him over here. We're gonna need him. Delete those two though. So we're seeing the Y is a bit messier because of the way it was done and made. Here, now we're going to bend around that O again, just to like give him some space, like a fender. I feel like that is an unnecessary node as well. So it's back again to just doing all of this where we're making it thick as though it is a matching font. And now here we're going to make this into a sharp-ish sort of corner. Well, sharper than this anyway. We're going to do that by bringing this down. You see how his arm is way out wide. We're going to do exactly the same with the top one. Square but wide, and we're going to pull that in, pull that back until they're square along the sides. Do you see that? And then you have this good round corner. Let's do something similar here just to match. Pull that down, pull that through. That goes some more room. Alright. Now we mostly got this big pot belly hanging down here. Let's I think we're going to do the same again, a strong rounded corner. It's flat like that. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. Yeah, that looks good. And there. You know, I'm actually going to pull him out a bit. Is that still good down there? A little longer. Yeah, now these two, just don't want it as strong on the inside. Swap tools just so we can deselect everything happily. It's shrinking the width of the piece. I think we don't want that. We want to just bring in these nodes a bit. Reduce some of that off balance we were seeing. And then we have to remember what we did with those arms, because that was very specific, wasn't it? Zoom out. That's better, better balance. Yeah, so let's just bring back our guide and see how well we did lining those up. Not too bad. And that Y back explains. I thought the top did look kind of short. Yeah. Bring that out wider. And on the Y, let's bring, oh, look at that. 2 nodes in one spot. Alright, let's bring that right up. So it's a square on that far side of that Y. And zoom in on this Y. You see that? Where it's, come on, 3. You see this? How it's, the nodes often have this black outline around. That doesn't have it. You can tell that's generally how you can tell that there are 2 nodes sitting right there. Yeah, you don't have to delete the second node when it's all nice like that, but it bothers me having too many nodes. Zoomed in this far, you can see how I didn't quite get this line matched up very nicely, so we're tidying that just a little bit. Zoom out, let's just go to 5, see how everything's looking better, I believe. You have loads of space here around this O, not so much around this one. I'm just going to wiggle you over just with the arrow key. Grab this guy. Oop, double clicked it and he turned into the node tool there. Wiggle them over with the arrow. Shift, select them both. Wiggle them over. One more. That looks good. I think then we want to see this Y come out again, or V, whatever. There you are. That's looking not too bad. Convoy into a. So I'm not going to worry about colors in this particular moment, just partly because it's vector and color is so easy. Like if I select the whole thing and I say, oh, I want it to be purple or whatever it is, or yellow, you can just mess around with colors at your leisure. So not hurt anything. So we're just going to save that, Control S. Alright, so that's the beginnings of our logo. Thanks for watching.